Hey guys, welcome to That Florida Feeling. How is everybody this week? I hope your New Year's have started off great. Other than being a little chilly in Florida, it's been pretty nice. Although it's supposed to rain. I heard it's supposed to be a wet, cold winter. I'm not sure how I feel about that. We're supposed to be the sunshine state. I want the sunshine. Anyways, I guess we have El Nino or something to blame for that. But I hope everybody's 2024 started off great. Everybody taking down their Christmas decorations yet? I know some people have, and I know some people haven't. I know some people didn't even put them up. You know, it's really kind of whatever you want to do. I did see a recent survey that said that most people take them down by January 8th. So that's, 3 days away? I know a lot of people that would just leave them up year-round if they could. I've seen the reason, people who have, the trees that they just decorate each season. I think that's a cool idea. I don't see anything wrong with that. But if you leave them up each year or all year round and you decorate them for each season, do you still put presents under them each holiday? I just want to know. I think that's kind of a cool idea. Just curious. I did get some feedback about my lightning. I warned you guys I was not going to pronounce everything correctly. But for those of you who liked it, I'm glad you liked it. So yeah, this week I just wanted to talk about a little city in Florida that kind of has a big reputation. It's kind of overlooked, but every year it puts on something that pretty much everybody in Florida knows about, and even people outside of Florida know about. But I'm talking about Plant City, Florida. Plant City is an incorporated city in Hillsborough County, Florida. That's right outside of Tampa. So Hillsborough County is the same county that Tampa sits in. And Plant City sits right outside of Tampa. It's midway between Brandon and Lakeland, and it sits on I-4. And it's part of the Tampa area. Has about 40,000 people. And a lot of people thought or think that it was named for the fact that it was for plant nurseries, especially fruits and vegetables, because of the Gulf Coast climate. But it was actually named after railroad developer Henry B. Plant. That's right. It was named after a person, not the fact that plants are grown there. But Plant City is known as the winter strawberry capital of the world. And it hosts the annual Florida Strawberry Festival. Yes, it is home to the Strawberry Festival in late winter, usually into February, early March. And that is the festival that is attended by many people all over Florida and the United States, and sometimes people from all over the world. People love strawberries, and Plant City is basically, home to Florida strawberries. Plant City was originally kind of came about in the middle 1800s, and it was given the name. This is another one of those names I may not be able to pronounce. Puxassa. Okay. It was given a very Native American name that I can't pronounce. It was named after an Indian village that once occupied the territory, and its name caused so much confusion, much like me just trying to pronounce it right now, that it was renamed Cork after the postmaster's Irish hometown. But it was finally given the name Plant City after commemoration of Henry B. Plant and his railroad, which significantly boosted commerce in the primarily agricultural area by incorporating it with the South Florida Railroad. So basically this Henry Plant's railroad connected it to the South Florida Railroad, and it was renamed in his honor. So, honestly, I'm glad they renamed it, because even just trying to pronounce whatever its original name was just absolutely kind of horrible. And I'm glad that I'm not the only one who couldn't pronounce it. So anyways, Plant City did come about in the mid-1800s. Of course, it was part of that Florida land boom, when people were really coming into Florida and agriculture was a thing, and then snowbirds started coming in, and Florida really started coming into its own. And of course, Plant City was really in part of that Indian territory as far as the Seminole War, so it's got a part of its history in that. So it does kind of have a longer history than people realize. Plant City also was the spring training home for the Cincinnati Reds, who played exhibition games at the Plant City Stadium from 1988 to 1997 before they moved to other places. Plant City is located in the northeastern Hillsborough County. It does have I-4 that runs right across the northern part of the city, so there's actually exits. There's about 5 exits that you can get off of it, which most people don't think Plant City is really that big. I didn't think Plant City was really that big. So my friend lived there. But you can actually get off in Plant City and you can go to Lakeland, you can go to Tampa, you can go to Gibsonton, Riverview. It's actually a really nice city and it's growing a lot. I was actually surprised at how nice it is, and it's really convenient to live there if you want to go to Tampa, or if you want to go to Lakeland and you don't want to live in either. You can also go to Zephyr Hills, or you can go to Hopewell, because it's really conveniently located towards any of those. It's right off of, you can also get off of 92. Plant City is actually really nice, and it's growing. I feel like it's also one of those, like, secret cities in Florida that people are just now discovering. There's also Dino Land. I think it's called Dino Land. I always forget the name of it, but when you see it, you know it's you get off and there's, like, all the dinosaur things. And I've talked about it in another episode. But Plant City is about 28 square miles, and it does have about 40,000 people living in it. And it is in the Southern Flatwoods Ecological Community. And, but honestly, it also, so it's really strange. It is a community made up of agriculture and then phosphates. So there's either plants and agriculture around there, or there's phosphate mines. So it's a really strange mixture of people or a mixture of community in Plant City. Plant City is in kind of the region that, like, doesn't get a lot of winters like the rest of Florida. It's still considered kind of central Florida. It's a really nice community. It's really growing. They do have a really cool memorial library. The Quintilla Greer Breton Memorial Library is located in Plant City, and it was built in 1960. It is part of the Tampa-Hillsborough County Public Library Cooperative, and it is under the jurisdiction of the city of Plant City. It has programs that offered for children, young adults, and adults. They also offer free access to multiple databases, tutoring websites, ebooks, e-magazines, and movie streamings. You can use computers and laptops that can be used within the library. They also offer activities and services for their patrons, books, clubs, workshops, that really kind of get the community really kind of a place to go and to interact with each other. They have art, like knitting and crocheting, crafts for kids and teens, and it really does give the community a place to go and to learn and to interact with each other, which I think is really cool. I think having a place for people to go and to learn new skills and to do things like that is a really good, valuable thing. Wish Farms is also the largest strawberry producer in Florida, and it has a huge presence in Plant City. The Plant City Airport is also a public use airport, which is actually located just 2 miles southwest of the business district in Plant City. The Plant City Union Depot serves both the Atlantic Coast Line Railroad and the Seaboard Airline Railroad, which actually runs directly through Plant City. Both have places on the National Register of Historic Places. One is a east-west and one is a north-south. And they have a Diamond Junction. Both are served through CSX, and Amtrak actually uses both of them, although they do not actually stop in Plant City. The city actually has a pretty good amount of places on the National Register of Historic Places. The Bing Rooming House, the Downtown Plant City Commercial District, the Downtown Plant City Historic Residential District, the Glover School, the Hillsborough State Bank Building, the historic Turkey Creek High School, North Plant City Residential District, Plant City High School, Plant City Union Depot, Standard Oil Service Station, Dinosaur World. Dinosaur World is the attraction I am talking about. They also have parks such as the Alafaya River State Park, Alderman Ford Regional Park, Edward Medard Park and Reserve, which is actually a pretty big park. It's kind of a nice one. It's got a 3.2 mile path. You can fish. There's trails. But Plant City also has a really interesting. They had a mural ban. Back in 2009. 2009 October 12th, Plant City commissioners voted 4-1 to ban all new murals in the city. The historic district of Plant City actually banned them. You can't paint a new mural because The ban was set in motion because of a complaint that a recent mural by Blake Emery, he did a rendition of Norman Rockwell's April Fools because it contained a sex organ in the painting. And even though the creators of the mural insisted that was not intentional, and they fixed the painting to not include that, the commissioners hastily cast a vote and said that you cannot paint any new murals in the city, which I think is hastily voted on and kind of funny that you can no longer paint murals in Plant City. Sorry, guys. No art for you. I just think it's hilarious. But Dinosaur World is actually probably one of the coolest things in Plant City. It's a huge outdoor theme park. There's actually 2 of them. There's one in Plant City, one in Glen Rose, Texas, and one in Cave City, Kentucky. I'm sorry, there's 3 of them. I can't count. It's early for me. The park features over 150 life-size dinosaurs and sculptures. The Florida one opened in 1998. Each park has life-size dinosaur statues placed among natural vegetation, which is perfect for Florida, and water features that kind of stimulate how the dinosaurs would have looked in the natural environment. Plant species that might have dated from the time of dinosaurs can be found on the signs along the grounds as you walk through the dinosaurs, and there's even a fossil dig that kids can dig in the sand and see real-life fossils at a big sand table. The dinosaur sculptures are made from big polystyrene foam covered by fiberglass, and it's just a really cool thing to go and to look through. It's random, it's something you'd never expect, but it's just a really, really cool kind of, it's right off I-4. It's not really near anything, but it's just one of those, it's something different to do. So I definitely recommend Dinosaur World. If you're looking for something to do outside of Tampa that's not a theme park like Disney World, it's a little bit more low-key. It's definitely less crowded. And especially if your kids are into dinosaurs, definitely want to check out Dinosaur World in Plant City. But like I said, Plant City is definitely known for its Strawberry Festival, and that's actually coming up at the end of February. It starts on February 29th this year. Happy leap year. But they do have rides and attractions, and of course, they always have amazing food, as always, filled with strawberries, ways you never would have thought to use it. And they also have some really good headliners. Some of the ones this year actually include Oliver Anthony, the Beach Boys, Jordan Davis, Black Eyed Peas. I'm looking. ZZ Top's going to be there. I'm looking for people that people would know. Craig Morgan. And you can look all this up on their website. They haven't really updated it yet for this year, except for the headliners. And, they kind of have a little bit of everybody. Jody Messina, and they really Flo Rida. Flo Rida is going to be there, guys. And it really just depends, each ticket depends on, it gets, Flo Rida's $50 compared to Jody Messina, who's $30. It depends on who you want to see as to how much it's going to cost you, and you can buy per person. And, of course, they have rides and attractions, depending on which one you want to go to, livestock, food, entertainment. They have free entertainment, depending on which party you're in. But it's really fun. It's fun to go see, they have Mr. and Miss Strawberry, and it's an amazing little festival that really gives Plant City its own. It gives a nod to Florida agriculture that's not citrus that Florida is usually known for, and it really gives Plant City an economic boost that's really nice for that little area. So if you're looking for something fun to do when it's warm and sunny in February that's not spring training that you can do for the whole family, you definitely want to check out that Strawberry Festival. If you're looking for somewhere that's not Tampa, not Orlando, and you're looking for a place that's nice and quiet, I definitely recommend Plant City if you're looking for somewhere to move. And I'm so sure someone's screaming at me, don't tell people to move here, but that seems like it's most of Florida these days. So I just wanted to bring somewhere new to your attention. Maybe you can find somewhere fun to visit, such as Dinosaur World in Plant City. But yeah, just another fun Florida hidden gem, guys. Thanks for listening this week. I don't have a Florida man this week. I'm sorry. I am in the process of moving. I'm not really sure how next week's episode is going to go. It may be a replay. It may be me doing a 5-minute, like, hey guys, I'm moving. But I'll definitely let you guys know. Don't forget to check out the social media pages. But as always, guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Stay hydrated. Be nice to one another. And as always, guys, that's your daily dose of sunshine.